This weekend is gonna be a girls' weekend, and I want to share with you what we're gonna be doing. Also, some information because my friend Yelna, she just moved here in Romania to a new apartment, and you know I always like to share with you like prices and stuff like that of things that you can find here in Romania. Basically, our husbands they travel for the weekends, and we stayed in the city, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna take advantage of that. First things first, I need to show you her apartment. So let's call her to open the door. It was open. Okay, here we go. Hello. Oh. Welcome to the new home. Wow. Let me see. Normally in Europe, you take your shoes out when you enter a home because you don't want to get it all dirty. This is my friend Yelna. You know her? The life of Yelna on YouTube. Come here, show me. Wow, this is. Ooh, this is beautiful. Giant. It's okay. We all have to wash dishes in our houses. It's fine. Look at this cutie. Hi, Alina. You like your new home? Yeah. Hi, Lucian. Hi. Guys, this is huge. It's a huge place. How many rooms do you have?
We have 2 rooms.
Okay. Mini tour of the house.
Walking. And
Okay.
we have our cat's bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Their whole stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is our bedroom.
Okay, so the master bedroom. It has a balcony with a lot of light. I love it.
Yes.
Massive. Ooh, sorry. Here we go.
And so this is the living room.
Living room, kitchen that you guys saw. It's so modern but nice, like decoration, everything.
And
It's massive.
This is our bathroom, the main bathroom.
So cute.
With the bathtub.
Bathtub.
And this is office / going to be guest room.
Okay, so you're gonna transform this to be able to host people, but also to
Yeah.
work.
Then we put sofa bed here.
Nice.
And yeah.
Love it. It's huge. How much do you guys pay here, if you don't mind telling us?
450.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? 450. Like this apartment, I pay 400 for my apartment, and you see the house tour. My apartment is very small compared to this one. It's crazy. So,
But your apartment comes with a big garden.
okay, yeah, I do.
We also do have a really big
Terrace? Like,
terrace which goes all the way from here.
oh, I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you have
goes
a
all the way from here
to the other side of the
side.
apartment. Okay, so it's like a corner apartment, right?
Yes.
And you have all the balcony, so still is way better. I would like, if you ask me, it's better than my apartment in how much you pay for what you get. I would say,
Maybe. Yeah.
yeah, for 50, because I do have a garden. It's true, but still, I don't know. So yeah, so what we're gonna do today? What's the plan? We're gonna eat, no?
I've cooked, so we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna have some dessert, and then we're gonna sit, have some wine, sip some wine, and chat.
Yeah.
Our husbands are not here, so we can gossip. If not, then you can mix it with this. This is only sweet.
It's very spicy, yeah.
Is it spicy?
That sauce, yeah.
But it's the most flavor.
Mm.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
okay.
this one is not spicy. Let me mix it because
Exactly, and this is the recipe.
for a new home, new beginnings.
The other day I was coming with this Uber, and this guy was asking me, why you all foreigners come to Romania? What is it in Romania that you, because the salary is low, nothing is here? I was like, well, because you lived here and that's what you think, but it depends on your lifestyle.
My mom always said that it's not for everyone. It's like being an expat or an immigrant or study abroad, live abroad, whatever you want to call it. It's not for everyone because leaving everything behind, everything you've known your whole life, leaving your family, leaving your work, maybe if you're working already, comfortable salary or whatever it is, just because something else you don't like, and leaving all that security, because
Yeah.
where your home is like, that's all you know. So it's like going out there, as you say, it's challenging, but I think, in my opinion, it's the best thing that one person can do for me, because it's like you grow so much, you know.
I think for everyone, I think for everybody, at one point they really need to take the risk and at least travel. If even you don't want to leave somewhere else, you need. Have you watched the movie Eat, Pray, Love?
Yeah, that she went to Italy, you know.
Yeah, Italy and India, you know. I think it's very therapeutic and healing, because you see the life from a different perspective. You see that, oh my god, there are 100,000 other people that do life differently.
That was so shocking for me. I was 18 when I moved to Ireland, and I saw, like, for example, for the first time in my life, a gay couple. For me, it was shocking. I'm like, what's happening? Like, it was new. In my country, that's not really normal, or you don't see it as often, because it's very judgment. There's a lot of judgment. I don't know now, because I haven't been there for many years. But back then, I remember it was not something that you just spoke about, or it was open. And in other countries, they were so advanced, or like so open-minded. I absolutely loved that. And I carried that with me. I was like, I don't want to be like other people in my country. I want to be better.
It's like you stretch and you learn that, okay, there's other ways to be normal. It was the same for me. I think I was the first time that we traveled, I was with my mom, and I was like, I think like 4 or 5 or something. And we were at the airport. I think it was in Dubai airport. And there was this European couple in front of us. They were making out. And my mom was so uncomfortable, because my mom is Iranian, she's Persian. She comes from such a restricted, conservative environment. My mom was so uncomfortable, and they were sitting right. I have a clear memory of this. They were sitting right in front of us, and my mom was trying to block my view. Like, this is me and this is my mom. She was trying to block my view so I don't see them. And I was just looking, and wow.
It was shocking for you, right?
Yeah,
to see it.
exactly. I was like, wow, they're really making up. Or like they were like so affectionate, touching her. So for me at the beginning, when I was 4 or 5, I could, even though I did not understand it as a baby, but I could see that, wow, it's so different. They're just normal.
And that's okay.
That's okay, you know. And another thing that I just remember in Malaysia, I had a professor. She came with a short skirt and unshaved legs. She had like really hairy legs, and to me that was so like intentionally I was judging her. I was like, how can you not shave your legs and wear short skirt? Because, you know, again, I come from cultures that are very, they sexualize females' body, and we have to be all time perfect and everything. But that experience really taught me a lot, that, you know, there are so many different ways and there are so many different normals. And after 2-3 weeks,
see her hairy legs, he was like, oh, that's fine. I can do it too.
Exactly. I started saying, why do I care so much about my legs and how
questioning? I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
You start to question. That's a good thing. Like, as you said, you travel and you see it's different, and then you start to question your own judgment of like, what I think is right, why do I think that is right, somebody else can do it different, and that doesn't mean they're wrong at the end of the day, right?
No, there's no right or wrong. But okay, there's another disadvantage of moving abroad, is that, okay, you have culture shocks when you go to a new country, but then when you go back or you want to connect back with your previous culture, then you have reverse culture shock, right, which they call it, because then I could not connect to my cousins or to my family,
to the way they were thinking or doing life.
Yeah, and then I became the black sheep, you see. And then they also started rejecting me because I had questions, like you said, you know. I had so many questions. Why do we do this? You know, there are other people that do it differently, and it's fine.
It's okay.
You know, there's nothing wrong happening.
But I think that happens a lot when you're abroad, and then you lose those connections from the past, because people think you're gonna be always the same, but when they realize you have grown or have a different perspective, they're like, oh no, you don't.
Exactly. And that's why I think everybody should travel at one point, because you want to stretch yourself, you want to give yourself new experiences. If you stay in one place all the time, you're gonna be the same all the time, and to me that's very scary.
Yeah, as you said, as we spoke before, it's like being an expat or living abroad, still it's not for everyone. It teaches you a lot,
Yeah.
but we cannot romanticize it because it's
No.
not easy at all.
Well, I try to romanticize it, as you know, on my channel, my page. I try to romanticize my life generally, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to talk about, or I don't want to acknowledge the bad things. But I still think the bad things at the end are good. You know, like you struggle, you suffer, literally.
What would you say are some of the hardest things for you have been all these years living abroad?
Well, again, one thing like the isolation and first is the confusion that you have, and you have this identity crisis that who I am, who I want to be, am I the person that I told to be, or I can be something else? So that transition is painful, you know, it's hard, especially because you're alone in it. Like you don't have your cousins, or me and you are single children, but imagine if you had siblings and you want to tell that to your sister, and your sister has no idea what you're talking about because she's not there, you know. So the isolation and the loneliness, it's very lonely when you move abroad. But of course, again, you make friends and you make new family, but it stays with you. That loneliness, I think, always stays with you. It's learning the new culture, adapting and adjusting yourself. Like right now in Romania, me and you, we don't speak the language, and sometimes it's really difficult.
See, or people are like, oh, you have been here so long, why you don't know the language? And I'm like,
I mean, so long, 1 year, 2 years is not long too, but yeah, there are judgmental people like that.
there are some people like that will make you feel like, oh, I should have done better or whatever.
Exactly.
It's like, it's not easy because you still have to balance like if you are working or finding a job when you are abroad, or finding an apartment, or like what documents do you need, and you're all in that like constant change and trying to face life and just like doing the best you can. But it's never that easy, and it's still like, I feel one of the most difficult things of living abroad is like all the things that you knew, you left it behind, and now you're by yourself trying to figure it out what to do next. It's every day is a new challenge. Every day is like, oh, I didn't know this, oh, I have to do that, and who's gonna help me? Or, you know, it's not always like if you move abroad because you have a job, maybe it's easier. But I know so many people, especially from my country, living abroad because they had no choice to live better in my own country, you know. And I'm sure for you it's the same.
I mean, our countries are literally siblings at this point now.
And best friends.
Best friends.
You see on social media, and as you say, many people just post the good things, and I do it myself. Like, you're not on social media trying to just spread all the bad things that happen because it's personal, because it hurts, because many reasons that are valid.
And also, you're just so sad to post.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't do that. Like you won't see it as often.
We had this group of friends, and they were like, "No, this is not for me. I just want to go back to my country." So yeah, like you said, maybe some people are not ready, but to me, I feel like there's nothing in life that you cannot not go through it. You know, like every experience, yes, it's challenging, but we all are made to do it. Like we can still do it. It's just about how much we want to. You know, it's about a choice that we have. Like, do I want to go through this because I want to learn something, or if I want to have a new experience? It takes longer maybe for some people too.
Or maybe it never happens.
It never happens, maybe.
But I remember when, like, the first 3 months that I was abroad, I remember crying every day, calling my mom, I want to go back, I want to go back. Because it was so hard. And she was like, no, you will thank me after, stay there, don't worry. She was always like pushing me to stay. But as you say, it's like I would have been one of those people, because I'm like, I'm abroad, I don't speak the language, I don't know what the heck to eat, I have to take care of myself, and I have to do all these things. And it's just like, I was just living with my mom, doing everything, like she was doing everything for me 2 months ago. Like, now what? So it also depends, I think, on what age you go.
Exactly, yeah.
Because if you're a baby and then you move abroad, maybe it could be way more shocking, but you're more flexible because you're still a kid.
Exactly.
But when you're an adult, you know how to manage other things that as a baby you wouldn't, or a kid you wouldn't.
Exactly. I think the age is really important. Like, sometimes you just have to throw yourself into the experience and you will learn it.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think that's my style. I always throw myself into things that I'm scared of. And I'm like, yeah, this scares me. Let me do it.
I should go there.
Yeah.
You need for a adult sleepover.
Pajamas.
Wine.
toothbrush, wine. I don't know what else to bring for a sleepover.
Pajama, very important. Something for tomorrow to change. I'll put this here.
Yeah. What are you making?
Some dinner. I'm having normal bacon, but I bought you a vegetarian pizza for you.
So this is my vegetarian pizza.
Yes.
Looks delicious.
With mushrooms and all the vegan type of cheese and stuff like that. And then mine is simple cheese, bacon, some tomatoes. I think we need to heat the oven first. We'll put it. It cooks pretty fast here, so